Ever get that feeling? That one riff, that one lyric, and suddenly you're transported back.
Oh, absolutely, like a musical time machine.
Right. For me, it's Kung Fu Fighting. That song just takes me back.
It's so catchy.
It really is, but there's more to it than meets the ear, you know? It's a real cultural phenomenon. And that's what we're diving into today. How this unlikely track, a B-side actually, became a global sensation.
Fascinating story, really. The song's a window into a specific time, 1974, disco's everywhere.
Disco fever. And out of nowhere comes this song about, of all things, Kung Fu fighting.
Right. And it just skyrockets, tops the charts. You wouldn't expect a B-side to have that kind of impact.
No kidding. But it just goes to show something about it really resonated.
It tapped into something. I mean, it's catchy, don't get me wrong, but it was also riding a cultural wave.
Absolutely. And you can't underestimate how big disco was at the time. For something to break through that, it had to be seriously catchy.
No question.
So let's break it down a bit. What makes this song tick?
Well, the lyrics, for one, are just so vivid.
Totally. Those cats were fast as lightning.
Yeah, and funky Chinamen from funky Chinatown.
It's playful, energetic, maybe a little over the top, but it works.
And it's those lyrics, a little dated now, sure, but they stick with you. They get at what made the song so memorable. But it's deeper than that, too. Think about it. This was the Bruce Lee era.
Ah, I see where you're going with this.
Films like Enter the Dragon were everywhere. Everyone wanted a piece of the martial arts craze. And Kung Fu Fighting, it captured that energy, brought those stylized fight scenes right into the disco.
It's all connected, the rising interest in martial arts, and here comes the song with its infectious beat and, well, let's face it, kind of silly lyric.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that's part of its charm, right? Kung Fu Fighting didn't just mirror the trend, it amplified it. Brought Kung Fu into homes around the world.
It's funny when you think about some of the lyrics now.
Funky Chinamen from funky Chinatown.
Yeah, I raised some eyebrows today.
It's a product of its time. Reflects how the West viewed Chinatown back then, this exotic, almost fantastical place.
Wild, isn't it? That a song about a sudden motion making you skip into a brand new trip could have such a lasting impact. I can practically see everyone at the school dances trying to do those fast as lightning moves, probably tripping over their own feet.
But that's just it. Decades later, it's still instantly recognizable. You hear it everywhere, sporting events, movies, commercials. It's become a part of our collective memory.
Like an old friend you can always count on for a good time.
And it reminds us that cultural touchstones, well, they can pop up in the most unexpected places. Who'd have thought a catchy disco tune would become such an icon?
Exactly. So next time you hear Kung Fu Fighting, take a second and think about its journey, from a B-side to a global phenomenon. Makes you wonder what other songs from back then snuck into our culture and became these timeless classics.